All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. The link for the memberships right down in the video description is in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculum, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up. 25 steps to the redemption of definitive black manhood, designed by the General strictly for the brothers. It's an amazing course. You can get a preview just by clicking that link down in the chat. Get a preview, and also included with that is the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream, where the brothers meet once a week discussing very vital, important, and powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Get over there, get a preview, and become a brother. Become a member today. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get on over there, check out that catalog, get you something nice, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University. Over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the General. We got that, family. There's not another catalog that could compare anywhere on the planet. Cannot compare, cannot compete. Become a member today. And everybody know the General popping on Patreon. We got some fire coming now. I want y'all on in the house. We got the Emerald tablets, DNA codes of the Dragon bloodline. Coming up, family, we also got the magical ring of black immortality. Want you in the house, family, and also the 72 chambers of the pineal gland. Click that link at the top of the chat and be in the house, family. Be in the house. Patreon, let me get that one out there. Patreon, that's right. And to all the family out there that donate to the General, I thank you. I appreciate you for the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate. The link is right there in the chat. All you have to do is just click it and donate. I appreciate you very much. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. You be banned. Here we go, family. Today, why everyone doesn't have a soul. See, this is what we got to talk about. You see, in order to have a soul, you got to be from the soul law. You see, you got to be a Sarah. You got to be a son or a daughter of the sun in order to have a soul. You see, and so we're going to break this down today. That's why you talk to motherfuckers and somehow they just don't get through. You see? Somehow it just don't goddamn get through. And you wondering because you looking on the outside. You ain't looking on the goddamn inside. You see what I'm saying? You don't know what's on the goddamn. You got some niggas got melanin on the outside, on the inside, and motherfuckers white as snow. Bleach, crystallized, ain't got no functionality, no connection, no spark, no goddamn where. So we got to deal with this. Now, you got to be connected to the soul law. You got to be of the soul law in order to have a soul. You understand? Because that's the root of it. Just like I say, S-O-N and S-U-N is the same thing. I don't know why one is in the flesh. You see, S-O-N, and I went over the fact that if you go into the Bible, the city of On, O-N, is Heliopolis, the city of the sun. So On and O-N, you know, like you turn the light on. It's energy. You feel what I'm saying? On. So You know, so S-O-N and S-U-N is the same thing. Son of the sun. That's who you are, primordial. Some niggas out there, they might got the melanin on the outside, ain't got nothing on the inside. You feel what I'm saying? So don't be fooled. We're going to talk about this heavy today. Nah, I chose to bring Bobby Hemming in on this one. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, we get information from all walks of life. You see, if you know, if you can take it from the Neanderthal, we can evaluate information from any of our brothers and sisters, and we can judge the information whether it's correct. So let's work on this. Does everybody have a soul? And if they don't, why don't they have a soul? Let's deal with this.
Which also means sun.
Here we go.
Soul is a sun. You get the word solar. You get the word sol, which also means sun. Your word salt comes from the word sol, which also comes from the word soul. But that little salt seed is the ultimate form of alchemy. And they talk about it in the salt of the earth, or the different concepts. They got salt all through the Bible and stuff. That's a form of the Christ. The soul is a sun, but it's not just any sun. It is the most ancient form of the all there is. It is from the nothing that crystallized into this little seed. From the nothing, you get the absolute. So it comes from the nothing, which is beyond the known universe in the triple blackness of space. So when you get a seed, it's not just like a sun. When you get that kind of sun, you're talking about the ultimate reality in the universe. It is beyond anything we know, and we have this in us. So ultimately, the soul represents the sun or a star inside of us. But we're not just talking about any kind of doggone star. We're talking about the ultimate star, because this star comes from the most outermost ethers of everything.
Let's deal with that. I see brother RT the brain. He said, I don't know if I would say they are soulless, but it's close. Let's deal with that. Good brother. That's powerful that you say that. But let's bring this up, because I judge a man not by what I think. I judge a man by what they think. Okay? You see what I'm saying? I don't judge a man or a woman, you know, necessarily by what I think about them. I like to validate them based on their own concepts, you see? So a man or so a woman think of in their heart and mind, so is he and she. So we didn't create the vampire. You feel what I'm saying? Most of these icons that you see out there, that they validate, you know, a consistent validation, which is a manifestation of themselves, the vampire. You understand what I'm saying? When you look in the goddamn mirror and you don't see no damn image, you see what I'm saying? Where does that concept come from? It comes from within. So a man think of in their heart and mind, so is he and she, and you will know what they think by what they say and by what they produce. So when I look at they know that they're disconnected. Anybody that go out there and goddamn, why you think that the concept of soul and soul is the same? You see, soul. You understand? You got to be of a piece of you from the primordial sun. You see what I'm saying? You of the primordial sun, and that's very clear. You know, we cannot be confused about that. So if you of the sun, then you thrive in the sun. You feel what I'm saying? Do it look like the pale man can thrive in the sun? Is he connected? If he's connected, why is all these cities being built underground? Why is all these cities? You think black people building cities underground? What is this? And like I say, when I bring up the movie The Time Machine, the one that came out around 2000. You can go get the old, but the one that came out around 2000. And it showed that in the future that the pale man gonna go under the ground. We didn't create that. So it's a consistency that they fleeing from the solar. And that they go under there and they Morlocks. That's right. They split into two branches. You got the one that was so pale he couldn't even come from up under the ground. And then you had the other ones that was able to come on the ground. They was bestial looking. You see what I'm saying? But they could come on the ground and get food and shit, come on the surface and get food and come back under the ground and feed the ones that couldn't come on. So I mean, it's a console. Man, I don't save them. When I see it's nothing better than using their own, like when you get the references from white people. They say niggas is always in this Afrocentrism, but they don't never say nothing when you get their own goddamn scholars that was saying it, that blacks were the founders of a civilization, Egypt, Mesopotamia. They act like they don't see that. You feel me? They fleeing from the fact that they have already told the truth. You see what I'm saying? So, based on everything that I know, you feel me, that they're disconnected from the sun. Even when you think about Ragnarok, you see what I'm saying? You got this one goddamn wolf that's supposedly gonna swallow the sun. You feel me? Goddamn wolf swallow the sun. You don't see no, go to any European pantheon of gods and you're not going to find one pantheon where the sun god is the supreme god. You go in Africa, damn near 90, sometimes you might get the moon in there, but not really. You get some of them that somehow they deal with. But the sun is almost the chief deity in damn near every aspect of African culture and spirituality and cosmology. You see, damn near all the time. So, and so, but in the European pantheon, the sun is never the supreme deity. It's always, gods of storms and lightning and those things that is going to remove the sun. You understand? That's going to hide the sun. When Zeus come with the cloud, when Thor come with the clouds and lightning, you see what I'm saying? Then they can have mercy on. That's their savior. When them clouds come in the rain and ease them burns on their damn back, that's the savior. That's the savior, family. So that I just want y'all to look at and these is like the vampire is a chief figure in all fiction, non-fiction of European people. That vampire is one of the preeminent, characters in all of their writings and literature. You see, they continue to breathe life into it. You understand? The caveman, they continue to breathe. They always come up with something else. The crudes and shit, they make all type of, because it's real, it's an attachment there. Okay, so we want to be clear about that. We want to be clear. But that's nothing. We just want to talk, if you have any comments, we just going to discuss it and then we're going to move on. It's not for anybody to feel like if you got something that's, I feel is a real good question, I'm going to put it up here. So don't just feel that because people want to hear questions like that. Here we go.
Thing known called a nothingness. Now, what is a star? In the core of every star burns this black substance. Carbon. But the one inside of the original humans has been dormant so many years, for 13 million years in the physical and billion years probably on the terrestrial plane, or even different aspects of the plane, but even before it became to a physical level until this thing has been shut down so much. You know how you can bottle cider and it turns into doggone alcohol or whatever, something ferments. Well, this one has been fermenting for billions of years, and that's the soul that we have inside of us. So it is even powerful than anything in the doggone universe, and ultimately anything that is not human got to bow down to the human. Or in this case, bow down to the black man and black woman.
Bobby, let me.
Nah, you had to judge. You had to watch all information. You had to, and I'm in accordance with that. You know why? Because I've already done my studies, and in accordance with what Bobby Hemming was saying, in this instance, he is correct. I can show you in the Kemetic studies. You see what I'm saying? Where they show the primordial blackness. You see what I'm saying? And show the car coming through a portal. You see, coming through the portal is up in, you can see the car coming through the portal in the primordial portal, and you can see the cosmic melanin right there. I got it. Matter of fact, I'll bring it up in the next one. You see what I'm saying? So it's clear. It's clear. It's just like what we call the Eve gene, the mitochondrial DNA. But even that, when you're talking about the mitochondrial DNA is one of the original genes that broke off from the cosmic melanin. So the cosmic melanin is truly the source of all things, and you have to come from that. They don't have that. They don't have that, because I noticed one thing in the Kemetic, just to let you know that you from that cosmic beginning. They always show the Ba. They always show the Ba black. You see what I'm saying? It means that what Bobby said is from the primordial cosmic, because they're gonna show you the portal up there. You see what I'm saying? To let you know that you came out of that. You came out of that cosmic melanin. You a piece of it. You're the cosmic energy. You see? What's the infatuation with skulls? Well, you know what? They believe that that's an aspect of the ancestors. They believe it's an aspect of the ancestors. That they could communicate with the ancestors even after they pass on. So a lot of people use the skull as a means to be able to communicate. You see what I'm saying? And some even use it as, a means to project energy. You see what I'm saying? To project energy from the ancestral plane. That the ancestor through the skull can project energy. You know what I'm saying? So someone walk with the skull. You know what I'm saying? Because they invoke the ancestor, and it's through the skull, almost like a crystal ball. You see what I'm saying? That you'll have access to information. And so people believe that. People believe that. You see what I'm saying? And so you see that fascination throughout the world. Even the Catholics use it. Yeah, you know what? The Yakub story is also, that's one interpretation, because they trying to say, how did this thing come into being without a soul? How being unable to exist in the solar system. And so people say that he's an unnatural thing, that he was grafted. You see, where's his origin from? Everything in creation has access to the solar. You can't exist within a solar system without being. So how does this come about? How do you have these type of anomalies like this? And so some people say then you got what they call the Anunnaki, that some came down, took a monkey and shit and inject, and you got all type of shit. But you know what? I'm gonna just tell you like this: long as I know where they didn't come from, that's up to that's up for them to figure that shit out. This is not no long quest. I know they did not come out of the divine source in which we speak. That I do know. So where they come from, that's more of something that they have to deal with. They didn't come from over here. You see, they did not come from over here. And so, man, the primordial study to figure out, what is this? But the majority of the time that they came up with, most of the stories project that they come out of some form of a bestial form. You see what I'm saying? They come out of some type of a bestial form. That's what the majority of them speak. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what they say. We keep it moving, family. Appreciate y'all, man. We got some fire. We got some new fire coming. I want you in the house. We're going to be dealing with the emerald tablets, DNA codes of the dragon bloodline. We're going to be dealing with the magical ring of black immortality. Today, you may know about it as the Ring of Solomon, Lord of the Rings, and things of that nature. With the ring of Sun Wukong and all of this. But this is a story that was taken from a divine ring out of ancient Kemet and ancient Nubia in the Medunetta. I want y'all to get over there and get this. Yes, indeed. I've been doing all that's necessary to pull this off in grand fashion, the 72 chambers of the pineal gland. Don't you miss it, family. Get over there, click that link, Patreon. I'll be right black. We got it running today. Black Power.